My name is Mackenzie, and this is my NUin story, a journey of a lifetime. When I first received my letter from Northeastern admitting me into the NUin program, I was surprised by the offer to study abroad as a freshman. But the more I thought about the concept of living independently and internationally, I decided the NUin program was for me. I left my sleepy and small Massachusetts town of 5,000 people, as well as my group of friends and my supportive family, and headed to London. It was hard leaving my comfort zone, but I knew that leaving it would bring me to London, an opportunity that would change me into a better person.
Somewhere between that setting sun, I'm on fire, I'm born to run.
My first few weeks in London were quite overwhelming. The tube map looked like a rainbow spiderweb. Crossing the road became a challenge, and I was meeting a diverse group of people from different backgrounds, both in and out of my program. But as time passed, I began to adapt to the husky and London lifestyle and learn from the challenges of living in a new city, new country, and a new environment. One day at a time, I was exploring the city, making irreplaceable friendships, and cooking delicious meals for myself. During the week, I was engulfed in classwork and traveling around the city to apply what I've been learning in the classroom. My Global Diasporas course took field trips to different migrant communities such as Golders Green and Brick Lane, while my Islam in the West class traveled to Hackney to visit a Turkish mosque and have a Turkish meal. This type of practical and applicable education taught me about various cultures in a unique way I had never experienced and never would have experienced if I hadn't lived in such an eclectic city. While I wasn't in the classroom or exploring the city, I was completing my service learning at Hackney Pirates. Hackney Pirates is a unique and wonderful out-of-school learning environment located in the East End of London. The populous Hackney Pirates serves are children between the ages of 8 to 12 whose teachers believe need extra support through one-on-one attention. One young pirate I worked with, Jesse, really left a lasting impression on me. When I introduced myself to him, he noticed my American accent and told me he has never met an American before. As we began our session, we started asking each other questions about our very different cultures and lifestyles, which led to a mutual understanding of each other's backgrounds. At the end of our session, Jessie left me a shout-out that read, "My shout-out is to Mackenzie because she helped me all day, and she's the best." I learned from that experience with Jessie that being open about your own culture and understanding someone else's can lead to a positive bonding experience. Because of Hackney Pirates, I saw London in a way I never would have, which was through the eyes of children. On the weekends and during our free time, NUin sponsored programs to help us utilize London, as well as become more acquainted with the city and country we temporarily called home. We took trips to Stonehenge and Bath, Brighton, Scotland, sporting events, and much more. NUin initiated a further exploration of my new surroundings and encouraged me to travel even more. During my midterm break, my mom and aunt came to visit. I was able to show them around London without a map, which made me feel proud of how accustomed I had become to both city and London life. Once they left, I decided to travel independently to Ireland, where I met a diverse group of students studying throughout Europe at my hostel. I would have never had the courage to travel alone to Ireland if NUin England had not made me into the more independent person I am today. But after all of my travels, I was excited to return home, and by home, I mean London.
But I ride home laughing, look at me now.
Living in London and participating in the NUin program has granted me the experience of a lifetime. Because of this program, I have started to develop into a globally and culturally aware citizen, as well as an independent, confident young adult. Saying farewell to this beautiful city will be one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but it's time to go home. It's time to head back to Northeastern and use my experience in London to add to the community as a Husky. Goodbye, London, at least until next time.
To make you well.